Have you ever felt that quiet hum of acceleration, like AI is shifting gears, moving really fast, and you're kind of trying to keep pace? Maybe you're using tools like ChatGPT, but there's that lingering thought, am I really getting the most out of this thing?
Yeah.
That subtle sense of being just a little overwhelmed, maybe,
Correct.
navigating this powerful new landscape.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a common feeling, isn't it? But here's the interesting paradox. While the sheer scope of AI can feel complex, unlocking its true potential, especially with something like ChatGPT, it actually comes down to surprisingly simple, smarter interactions. We're talking about a focused set of insights, like 35 tips maybe, that can genuinely transform how you use it day to day. Think of it like becoming the seasoned pilot of your own AI co-pilot.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, our mission is pretty clear. We're not just aiming to use ChatGPT. We want to help you master it, to truly make it a personalized extension of your own thinking, a co-pilot that understands your specific needs. We've taken a deep dive into the practical wisdom that bridges that gap from, novice to AI power user, helping you really command this tool.
And we've charted a very deliberate path for you today. First, we'll navigate the different access plans, help you find your best starting point. Then we'll get into fine-tuning your account settings, for maximum privacy and effectiveness. Super important. Next up, it's about picking the right AI model for each job and strategically organizing your work with this really powerful feature called projects. It's kind of less known but amazing. After that, we'll unpack the art of prompting how to talk to it effectively and explore some advanced conversation strategies. And finally, we'll cover working with files, how to verify information, which is crucial, and even getting the AI to help you write better prompts for itself. This whole deep dive, it's really about gaining control, building confidence, and ultimately just amplifying what you can do.
Okay, so we've acknowledged that initial feeling, maybe being a bit overwhelmed. Let's tackle one of the first questions people usually have with ChatGPT. Do I really need to pay for it? Or is the free tier, enough?
Yeah, that's a really practical question. And the answer is, well, it depends, because OpenAI offers these distinct plans. The free plan is obviously zero cost. It's great for just trying things out. For students, anyone just, dipping their toes in, you usually get access to their latest model, let's call it GPT-5, thinking ahead, but with a message limit. You get basic image generation, but no sort of video stuff. So for quick emails, simple questions, short summaries, it's a solid start.
Right, so it's like an entry point, but with some guardrails, maybe.
You got it. Then there's the Plus plan. That's $20 a month. This is often the sweet spot for professionals, content creators, people using it a lot. You get way higher message limits, broader access to advanced reasoning, which is key for complex stuff, data analysis, planning. Plus, you get better, faster image generation. Access to Sora for making short videos from text, this thing called Canvas for editing together, and agent mode for multi-step tasks. If you're hitting those free limits or need those advanced features, this is probably the one.
Okay. That sounds like a pretty significant jump in capability, especially if you're integrating AI into your daily work.
It really is, yeah.
Huh?
And then for most users, the top tier is the Pro plan. $200 a month. Now, this is really designed for small businesses, researchers, anyone where AI is absolutely central to what they do, heavy workloads. You're talking basically unlimited GPT-5 use, the best reasoning without caps, unlimited and faster high-quality images, longer Sora videos, priority access, the works. It's for when AI isn't just helpful, it's like indispensable to how you operate.
Okay, so with those options laid out, if someone's just starting, brand new to this, what's the most sensible first step?
Definitely start with the free plan. See how you go. If you start hitting the message limits or needing more power, then upgrade to Plus. Sensible way in.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've covered the plans. Now let's get into making ChatGPT feel less like a generic tool and more like your personal assistant. Customizing the account settings, this is where it gets really interesting, right?
Absolutely. This is crucial. First up, protect your privacy.
Yeah.
Seriously. Think of this as your personal data firewall. In data controls, turn off. Improve the model for everyone. You're telling OpenAI, hey, my chats are private. Don't use them to train your AI. Imagine accidentally feeding your company's secrets into a global model. Yeah, not good. This click prevents that. It's about owning your data. And there's also temporary chat. It's basically incognito mode. Chats aren't saved, aren't used for training. Perfect for sensitive stuff. And importantly, you can always export or delete your data. You're in control.
That level of control really does offer some peace of mind, especially if you're handling confidential info.
Exactly. Okay, next, under personalization, you'll find Customize your experience. This is super impactful. You tell the AI about you.
Yeah.
Your name, your job, like are you in marketing or are you a programmer? It'll tailor answers. You can set your preferred response style, short bullets, detailed explanations. You choose. And you can give it specific rules or formats to always follow, like that example of Min, the student. They might say, call me Min. Use startup examples for academic stuff. Always summarize in bullets, bold the main ideas.
So you're basically programming its baseline understanding of how you like to communicate and what you need.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Then, enable advanced features. Go into settings, turn on web search. This is vital. Otherwise, its knowledge is stuck in the past before its last training cutoff. It won't know current events.
Yeah.
Advanced voice lets you have natural spoken chats. Canvas is like a collaborative doc with the AI helping you edit. And Code Interpreter, don't let the name fool you, lets it analyze data, do calculations, run code snippets. Super powerful.
I find that code interpreter amazing. It's not just for coders, is it? It's like having a mini data scientist on call.
Precisely. And finally, set up memory and personalization. If you enable referenced save memories and referenced chat history, ChatGPT starts to learn from your chats. It remembers things like, oh, you prefer a humorous tone for social media posts, so you always ask for sources. And you can manage these memories, delete ones you don't want, so it only remembers what's helpful.
That sounds great, but honestly, does that AI memory ever get in the way? Like, does it sometimes make it too rigid or lead it down the wrong path because it remembered something incorrectly?
It's a really sharp question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can happen, though it's mostly helpful. An old preference might occasionally lead to a less than ideal answer in a new context. That's exactly why being able to manage those memories is key. You can just delete one if it's causing issues. It reminds us AI is intuitive, but definitely not perfect. But overall, it means way less repetitive instruction, makes it feel much more like it just gets you.
Right. Thus repeating yourself over and over. Okay. So the account is tuned, privacy is locked down, it's starting to feel personal. Now let's talk about picking the right brain for the job, and crucially, how to keep things organized.
Right. Often you've got a choice of models. For instant or auto tasks, think quick, simple stuff. What's the capital of France? Translate this sentence. These don't need deep thought. But for anything needing more cognitive horsepower, complex logic, math problems, detailed planning, you want the thinking models. These models engage in a much more deliberate reasoning process. You get more robust, accurate answers when the task is genuinely tricky. You might also see legacy models in the settings, maybe for specific older tasks they were good at.
Okay, so simple facts are instant, but mapping out a whole marketing strategy needs a thinking model.
It's exactly. Summarizing the plot of, say, the movie Inception, instant auto is fine. But asking for a detailed 5-year marketing plan for a new coffee shop in Ho Chi Minh City, with budgets and audience segments, that absolutely needs a thinking model. Now, for organization, let me introduce projects. Honestly, one of the most useful features, and so many people don't seem to use it. Think of projects like creating dedicated, specialized AI assistants. Each one is custom built for a specific workflow or topic.
Dedicated AI assistants for each project. That sounds incredibly powerful.
It really is. Projects let you group related chats together. You can store relevant files, PDFs, images, notes right inside that project. The AI then uses only those files as its immediate knowledge base for that project. And, crucially, each project can have its own custom instructions, totally separate from your main account settings. And here's the real game changer. It creates project-only memory. What you discuss in one project, the preferences it learns there, they don't leak into other projects. No more crossed wires.
Whoa, okay, hang on. Imagine having a separate AI expert for every single project you're working on, each one with its own specific knowledge base and instructions. That's like Maso, building a whole team of specialist consultants.
It's honestly that transformative. I remember when I first started using them, I was juggling like 3 totally different client projects. One needed this really quirky, informal social media voice. Another needed super precise technical language for finance. The third was academic. Before projects, ChatGPT kept messing them up. It would try to inject jokes into the financial report. Projects completely sorted that out. Saved my sanity, frankly. So you could have a YouTube content assistant project. Upload your brand guidelines, successful video scripts, audience data. Instruct it. You're a YouTube strategist. Give me 3 catchy titles. Use an energetic tone for young viewers. Or maybe a university academic advisor project. Feed it syllabi, notes, sample essays. Tell it, you're my tutor. Explain microeconomics simply. Use examples relevant to my course. You can even do a weight loss coach project with your food logs and workout plan. The key pro tip, always enable project-only memory for that laser focus.
So projects basically puts up walls between different topics, stops the AI getting confused when you switch contexts.
Exactly. It ensures that focused expertise for each specific task. No more knowledge contamination. Mid-roll sponsor, read placeholder.
Okay, we've set up our environment. We've got these specialized project assistants ready. Now for the main event. How we actually talk to the AI, because the quality of the answers really does depend so much on the quality of our questions, doesn't it?
Spot on. First rule. Talk like a human. Seriously. Forget weird syntax or keyword jamming. Just chat like you would with a really smart colleague instead of something robotic like, request provision of Vietnamese culinary recipe optimized for under 30-minute prep cook time. 2 diners. Just say, hey, I want to cook a Vietnamese dish for 2 tonight, but I'm short on time. Can you suggest something tasty that's easy to make in under 30 minutes? Need the recipe too. See? Natural and clear.
Yeah, it feels more like starting a conversation than issuing a command.
Next up, be direct and specific. If you're vague, you get vague, generic answers. Tell me about writing a CV is just too broad. It doesn't know where to start. Better. How do I write a CV for a junior marketing exec role? I don't have formal work experience, just university clubs. What sections should I include? How do I highlight the club stuff? Much better.
So the more precision you give it, the more tailored the result you get back.
Precisely. Also really important, provide rich context. Think about the classic 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why. The more background you give it, the more accurate and genuinely useful the answer will be. For example, act as my personal finance advisor. I'm 25, freelance, my income's unstable, average is maybe $650 a month. Goal is saving for a house deposit in 10 years. Can you suggest a simple monthly budget? My living costs in Ho Chi Minh City are about $400 to $30. See how much info that gives it to work with.
That's incredibly detailed. I can see how powerful that is. But maybe for someone new, could that feel a bit much? Like, what's the absolute most crucial piece of context to start with if you're overwhelmed?
That's a fair point. If you had to pick one, I'd say the why, your ultimate goal of the problem you're trying to solve. Start there. Then layer in the who, your role or perspective, and the what's, the specific task. Also, you absolutely need to specify your desired format. Tell it how you want the output. A table, JSON, a bullet point, a checklist. This makes sure the info comes back in a way you can actually use easily. For that finance example, you could add, present the plan in JSON format with fields for income, savings, expenses.
Right. So it's not just what info, but how you want it structured.
You got it. And here's a really powerful technique. Give examples, good and bad. Show the AI what you want it to do, and just as importantly, what not to do. Like, if you want social media hooks for sunscreen, follow this good style. 90% of people apply sunscreen wrong. Here's why. That makes people curious. Avoid this BD style. Sunscreen is important for skin. Too generic. Heck come. This directly steers it towards the kind of output you're after.
You know, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, even after using these tools for a while. It really is an ongoing conversation, isn't it? Sometimes it just wanders off.
It absolutely is. And providing those clear examples, good and bad, is one of the best ways to keep it anchored, especially for creative or nuanced tasks. So yeah, it boils down to treating it like a very smart but very literal dialogue partner. Be clear, be specific, give it context.
Exactly, a dynamic partnership. Clarity is definitely king. Okay, let's take these interactions up another notch. Let's talk advanced conversation strategies and also how we handle information reliability, especially, checking facts.
Right. So for advanced conversation strategies, number 1, don't accept the first draft. Ever. ChatGPT shines when you iterate. Always push back. Rewrite this more concisely. Make the tone more professional. Add some humor. Can you explain that with a simpler analogy? Then, use the branching feature. This is cool. After a response, find the little 3-dot icon, click Branch in New Chat. It lets you explore different paths from the same point without messing up your main chat. Like, draft a job email, then branch it one friendly, one more assertive, see which works better.
Oh, that's brilliant. Like A/B testing different approaches without losing your original thread.
Exactly. Also for big tasks, chunk big projects into steps. Don't ask for a whole business plan in one go. That's overwhelming for you and the AI. Break it down. Part 1, executive summary. Part 2, market analysis. Part 3, marketing. Part 4, financials. Tackle each piece separately. And this is crucial for alignment. Ask ChatGPT to state its assumptions. Before it jumps into planning your 5-day New York trip, ask it. Okay, before you start, what are you assuming about my budget, interests, and how I plan to get around? This gets you both on the same page. Finally, try this. Let ChatGPT ask you questions. If you want help improving time management, instead of asking for tips, say, ask me 5 diagnostic questions about my current time management challenges. Then, based on your answers, it can suggest a tailored strategy.
Oh, that flips the script. It becomes a diagnostic partner first, then a solution provider.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. Now, shifting to working with files and media, the big one. Verify facts and check sources. AI can hallucinate. It can make stuff up, but sound totally confident. Always ask for sources, click the links. Cross-reference with other reliable sources, be extra skeptical about recent events or sensitive topics where accuracy is paramount.
Right. So rule 1 for critical info,
Yeah.
never just trust the AI output blindly. Always double check.
Always. However, you can upload and analyze documents. This is incredibly useful. Upload PDFs, research papers, reports, images, charts, screenshots, text files, data, notes. You can ask it to, say, summarize a Q3 financial report PDF, identify key trends or risks mentioned, and even cite the page numbers for its claims. You can also use Canvas for collaborative editing. Remember that. It puts an editable document right next to the chat. You can write something, edit it directly, and get AI suggestions right there.
That really makes it feel like a shared workspace, not just a Q&A box.
Totally. And this extends to image and visual capabilities. ChatGPT can interpret images now. Upload a photo, ask it to count things, with a pinch of salt on accuracy. Use OCR optical character recognition to pull text out of a screenshot, describe a photo, or extract data from a chart. Pro tip, perform OCR on this image and give me the text. Super handy. And just to hammer it home, for any sensitive discussion, visual or text, use temporary chat for privacy. Not saved, not trained on, not stored in memory.
Okay, so the habit we're building is this constant loop. Interact, refine, ask questions, verify, iterate again.
Absolutely. It's a dynamic partnership. You need to be engaged, not just a passive recipient. It's not a one-way street.
All right, now for some really advanced moves. Turning the AI into a prompt writing assistant for itself and looking at some ready-to-go templates to save time.
Yeah, this is where you really start leveraging AI smartly. Meta prompting. Using AI to improve your prompts for AI. It sounds complex, but it's simple. Just ask ChatGPT to write better prompts for you. For example, I want to brainstorm ideas for my Instagram channel on vegan cooking. Can you suggest 5 detailed, effective prompts I could use to get post ideas, recipe outlines, and short video concepts from you? It will then give you well-structured prompts you can just copy and paste.
Huh. So you're basically asking the AI, how should I ask you questions better?
Precisely. It's surprisingly effective. And then there are ready-to-use prompt templates. These are huge time savers. For product comparison, you can set up a template. Create a detailed comparison table for product A versus product B. Include criteria, price, key features, ideal user, pros, cons. Then just plug in, say, Grammarly versus Quillbot for learning new topics. Explain complex topic to me like I'm 12. Use simple analogies. Then give me a 3-question multiple-choice quiz with answers. Great for getting up to speed on something like cloud computing.
That's fantastic for quickly grasping something complex, especially if you need to learn it fast.
Definitely. For creative writing, write a genre. Example, sci-fi short story about topic. A lonely robot with a surprising element. Example, twist ending where it finds a dog. Then ask. Suggest 3 ways to develop this story further. And there are loads more useful templates out there. Email improvement, document summarization, brainstorming ideas, organizing data, planning presentations, content editing, data analysis, translation, even personal coaching frameworks. They give you a solid structure, a powerful head start for all sorts of tasks.
This really does feel like having a whole toolkit ready, doesn't it? One that even helps you refine your own thinking about what you need to ask.
It's all about using the AI to make your own interaction with AI smarter and more efficient.
So, pulling this all together, what does this really mean for someone listening who wants to truly master ChatGPT, to really elevate how they use it?
It boils down to maybe 5 core ideas, I think. 1, communicate naturally. Talk to it like a smart person, not a search engine. 2, use projects. Seriously, organize your work into these focused, specialized areas. It's a game changer. 3, always verify facts. Don't trust it blindly, especially for important stuff. AI can be confidently wrong. It hallucinates. 4, iterate and refine. The first answer is rarely the best. Push it, ask for changes, polish it. And 5, be specific. More context, more detail leads to exponentially better, more relevant results.
It really sounds like it's about building a more conscious, more interactive relationship with the AI. Less passive prompting, more active dialogue.
Exactly. ChatGPT is an incredibly powerful tool, but look, it's not magic. Mastery takes practice, takes engagement. Start free, try these techniques, Focus on natural language. Set up a project for one common task you do. And always, always double-check anything critical.
Yeah, the goal isn't really to become some kind of AI guru overnight, is it? It's more about gradually building ChatGPT into a tool that truly works for you, understands your needs. It should amplify what you can do, not replace your own thinking. The better you communicate, the more powerful it becomes in your hands. So the question to ponder is, what new possibilities will honing these skills unlock for you? What will you create or solve or discover when AI becomes a true extension of your own intellect?
Your AI-powered journey really starts with your very next conversation. Go experiment. Out to your own music.